Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And guys, today we are just going to build a simple recommender system which like will reach k nearest neighbor algorithm, and our job is to recommend some output based on array of input. So let's see how we can do it. So we are just first let's just import the libraries pandas pd, numpy as np, and matplotlib as plt. So matplotlib is not necessary, but yeah, you just import it. Somehow you may need it at somewhere. So it's useful to what it's useful to import the necessary libraries that you normally use, even if it's not required in a particular problem. So we'll just read our imdb dataset which is available, and like you can just, we are using the imdb dataset, that's why we just read it. And I am just building a simple recommender system, so I am not using not so many features, and I am using 4 features: id, genres, and title, and popularity. This is how you can read specific column from a data frame, a csv file which you want to, if there are so many features and you want some just few features, so you can specify this here, and yeah, you can just read it. So let's just run it, and yeah, our imdb dataset is ready. And let's, you can see imdb safe is 3000 and 4 columns, like we have specified 4 columns. So let's first drop na. So I have examined the dataset as of these 4 columns I have only few, like 7 or 8 non-values. So I will prefer to drop these null values. But before dropping, so just examine once if there are null values that should be dropped, or how you are affecting the dataset by dropping the null values. So you should just examine before dropping anything, or any, before doing any modification. So just check that once. And you can see in genres there is no null value. Actually there was a null value, some null value in genres column. So maybe this video can be a little bit long, and I maybe maybe I can make another part of this video instead of making it too long. So I hope you guys will watch. If I made another part too, you guys will watch. So okay, let's so we are going to define a function string to list. Like I am going to show you the what is the imdb is looking like right now. Head 3, okay. So yeah, you can see there is one id which is numeric column, and genres which has lists in the which has dictionaries inside a list, and this is now just a string. Okay, so this is now just a string. If you will see imdb genres sub 0 sub 0, okay. So see, there is just this left square bracket. So this is just a string right now. This is not a list, or this is not a dictionary right now. So we are just defining something to make it as it is. So define string to list, it will take input as a string, and it will return the eval of the string. Well, I hope you guys know what eval does. Eval just evaluates the expression that is present as a string. It will take only a string. So you can see, create a new string object from the given objective encoding, and So this is just will evaluate, like this is a dictionary inside a list. So this will just eval it for the first one as a list, the second one as a dictionary. Now this is just a string, but after using eval you will able to treat it as a list and the dictionary inside it as a dictionary. So imdb.loc, this is not equal to, I guess. So imdb genres dot is na, this is to confirm that there is no na values in the genres column equals to, like if you want to replace the modified column with the original column, then you have to specify these ones, then use the modification over here. So the same step is na generate apply string to list. Like this is a string, right? So when you apply a function to it, it will take this particular thing as a string, and it will apply this function def string to list as array. So what this function usually does, it evaluates this expression which is a list specifically. It's a list, and inside that is a dictionary, right? So and then we are going to what we are going to do. So we are going to just this genres, we don't need this id, we don't need this id, we have movie id, that's enough, we don't need genre id. And but we need what genre it is, right? In name and comedy, so we need those, right? So imdb subgenre, we are creating a new column genre. Here you can see it's genres, and you are creating a new column genre. So genres dot apply lambda x, lambda function, you know it is just anonymous function, you can specify it anywhere, so it is just useful. Lambda x, we are using list comprehension here to extract if there are multiple values, like you can see here name comedy, another dictionary name with something else. So if there are multiple values, then we can just extract and put it inside a list. So x sub I, x is the row that is it taking, sorry not row but the value that is taking in the column that you are applying this function to. So sub I x sub I sub name. So x sub I means in the range of the length of this column, like if the data set length is equal to this column length. So inside the range of this column, like it will first take, but if you will call the range function, so it will basically length x, right? So if it will take this value as a range, and it will apply the length function to it. So it is basically one list, you can see it is basically one list. So what will be the length of this particular cell? So length of this will be 1, right? And for I in range, like if range is taking, then you should know that if the length is 1, then it will take only 0 values. When it will be equal to 1, it will just stop there, it will not go forward, or it will not execute even the 1, it will always take value less than that. So x sub 0, x means this list, x sub 0, you can see, you know that we access the elements of list by using the index of elements. So here whatever the index will be, if there are multiple values, then I will be multiple. If there is only one values, like I will be 0 here. So in up to 0 you will find this dictionary, right? At 0 x sub I will be this dictionary. But how we access the elements of a dictionary? We access either by giving the key, or just by calling the values, right? If you are going to access all the values, then we just call the values. If you are just going to access one value, then we just mention the key name and we get the corresponding value, right? So x sub I going to be this dictionary, and of this dictionary we are going to access this key called name. So you need to make sure you have all the same key over all the rows. Like you can see here, everywhere it is the same name, right? So I can apply just the function and extract the things, right? So applying the name key for I in range length of x. So what will this do? It will extract this name using this key name, and it will extract this value name and put it in the list. So you can see here in genres comedy, here it has 4 values, second row of 4 values, so comedy, drama, family, romance, and like that it will extract, continue to extract until it's done, right? So we'll just apply this and you can see this thing. So let's just drop some duplicates. If there are any title that is duplicate in the dataset, so that is not going to help us in any way, so let's just drop that. Popularity is equal to, so we have noticed like popularity, the rating is always between 1 to 10, right? So anything above 10 and anything below 1, that is just not correct. Doesn't matter what value it is, that is just not correct. So you are going to replace anything above 10 as 10 and anything above below 1 as just 1. It's just not possible that you can give 0.001 or 0.05. That cannot possible. Either you give 1 star or you give 10 star, anything like that. The range, you keep a value particular within a range, right? So popularity, where IMDb popularity is greater than 10, we are going to replace the value with 10, and where IMDb popularity is less than 1, we are going to replace with 1, and the column is popularity. Okay, so let's just run this, and we'll then describe as there is only one column with which has numerical values, that is popularity. So you can see 2962 means counts, and we have our maximum value as 10 and minimum value as 1, so we just replaced everything. And here what we are going to do is, like you can see here, what is here, you have one value in this list, you have multiple values in this list, you have one value is in this list. So when you will one hot encode these values, it will take this as one, it will take the whole of this as one, it will take this only one. So it will not help you in any way, right? You just you what you need, that this should be distinct columns, and everything that is, if it is belongs to the comedy genre, then it will be one, which belongs to drama. So uh, having multiple values in one row, that is not going to help us. So let's just imdb is equal to imdb.explode genre, right? So you can see imdb dot drop genres. I am dropping this genres column because we have already explored this and we have already extracted the values inside this, and we don't need this right now. So let's just drop that, and you can see what this explode did, right? You can see what are the values inside the genre here and what are the values now in genre here. It is just duplicated the values, and what it did, it just duplicated the values, and it specified each genre to this respective title, right? So it just expanded, nothing does, it just expanded. So then the next thing we will do is pre-processing import one hot encoder, level encoder. Then label encoder is LE. We just instantiated these objects and just stored it in value, and we are going to take it as that is equals to le dot fit transform imdb dot generate dot as type int. So it is going to what label encode the genre column here, genre column here, right, the genre column here, and it is going to what it is going to make it encode it as int value, integer value. So column is equals to sorted list, right? So what this a label encode, it will alphabetically assign values. Suppose you can see here C, here D, so it will first assign 1 to the value if it is starting with A, 2 to the value if it is starting with B. So it is just ordering this genre column alphabetically and assigning each value alphabetically 1 to till it is unique, right? If there are 20 values, it will assign till 20 as unique values, and it will be alphabetically. So what you just we just did, sorted list imdb generate dot unique. So we just took the unique values here, whatever the unique values present, and we are just sorted it so that these things will be ordered in this list. So you will see, if you will check the call, so you can see it is just ordered alphabetically, so that when we will be applying the column values, it will not uh, alter the order. Okay, so I will show you after the end of this video. I'll show you what if we will not sort this list, what will happen. So we are just reshaping it, and we are making it, will show you where we are one hot encoding the thing that we just did that. Okay, I'm sorry, the internet just disconnected, so I hope I will make another part of it from here, and we will discuss further the how the things are will happen and how the things will go. So make sure just to subscribe, and so that if you want to know something that I can help with, and I am just uploading it regularly, so you can get some help from here. So you can just subscribe if you want. Please like the video, and thank you very much for watching. I will meet you in the next part of this video where we will complete this notebook, and we'll build a simple recommender system. Okay, thank you, bye bye.